Every year you say you want to go to Africa, and you often can't shake that lack mindset. Lack of funds, lack of time, lack of knowledge. Vanessa is calling you to Guinea. What if you just took 2 weeks to invest in you? I'm offering you a retreat to Guinea, West Africa, the heartbeat of cultural arts and beautiful countrysides. But most importantly, this is a chance to revive your connection to yourself and this world. Vanessa is exactly what you need. Unlike any other cultural trip, this retreat will make sure you get balanced in mind, emotions, cultural arts, physically, and spiritually. Vanessa is Susu for peace. So let's bring in the new year reborn, refreshed, and remastered. From December 30th, 2025 to January 12th, 2026, we invite you to come experience soul transforming energy and movement in Guinea with our teachers from Ballet Ansun. For more information and to make your deposit today, go to www.thesumacenter.com. Guinea is rich with culture, Guinea is beautiful, and Guinea is healing. Don't miss out on this opportunity to experience it all. Woo. Welcome, welcome. Let's hope that it's not as choppy as yesterday. I know we had a slow connection yesterday, so it was a lot of choppiness in the recording when I looked back at the video, but hopefully today not so much. Now I know I got on this noisy wax material, so I'm hoping that that doesn't pick up in the mic. But anyway, welcome to day 3 of the 5-day Rebirth Challenge. I hope that everybody's been having a blessed week so far. If not an eye-opening one, I'd say for me, this has been a real eye-opening week for me, where I think I'm learning not just how to, because I've always known how to set boundaries, but I think when it comes to certain people, I didn't always have boundaries. And now I am discovering that I need to have boundaries in general. And I'm also realizing that I'm more available for people than they are for me. And so that's caused me also to look at where I need to place boundaries. And I've also been realizing that I let people undervalue my worth. For example, today, start off my day with someone messaging me very, very early in the morning, waking me up, saying that they wanted a reading if I had time for them today. I said I did before the evening, I would do it because I figure if you're hitting me up at like 7 in the morning, you really need it. This person, now that I done rearranged my day and made space for them, never responded. Um, and what that did to me was make me feel like, oh, this person must think very little of what I have to offer and think it's something that I just sit at home and I'm playing with some cards. They don't realize that I tap into spirit that takes energy and regardless of my own personal energy that I'm using, I also have to pay for the tools I use. So it just irked me. Like, this person didn't give a hell about your time. They must think like, oh, you just sit at home by your phone all day waiting for bookings. And it put me in a low vibe energy because I found myself feeling a sort of way, like what I have to offer has no value. Or not that I didn't feel like it had no value, but it made me feel like others maybe didn't see the value in it, or not see didn't see the value, but didn't understand that um it's a livelihood. So what I did learn was people are going to treat you the way you teach them to treat you. So that was my lesson for today. Boundaries, self-worth, knowing my value, and not letting anybody like just treat your gift like it's whatever. Yeah, so I hope everybody else was having eye-opening experiences that enlightened you, not made you feel low. Because for me, that was a low vibe moment. Like, it just made me stop and say, come on now, 7 o'clock in the morning, you hit me up saying, hey, I need a read, and then nothing. So, I just wanted to put that out there, that this may be a week of a lot of boundary setting, a lot of realizing your worth, and realizing where you let other people diminish your value, and then you take that on yourself. And what always helps me out of funks like that, besides just taking some deep breaths, is also affirming. But see, I don't do affirmations like everybody else. So before I get into today, because today's focus is STEAM affirming, affirming the STEAM way, soul transforming energy and movement way. I first want to announce the raffle winners. We had 2 people do the self work, so I'm going to put their names in my little Tibetan sound bowl. I don't know if y'all are here yet or not, but Dominique Johnson and Lay Knight, you did the self work. The prize was 50% off of an audio recorded general reading from me. So we'll see who gets it. And for anyone who's interested in being involved in the raffles that open each session, all you have to do is register, and you complete the self-work daily. There's no right or wrong answer. I literally just take the names of the people who did the self-work, write them down, and I shuffle them up. And whoever gets pulled out, that's who gets the prize. Because really, the self-work is for your development. It's not for me to say, oh, your answer's wrong, your answer's right. It's for you. That's why it's called a self-work assignment. Now, tonight's self-work is going to be posted in the same place in the Facebook group. If you don't see it tonight, you'll see it in the morning. And write y'all names down real quick. And I believe, let me see if I even already have it written out what it is. I can tell you the prize though. If you win the raffle for tomorrow, see, today's prize was a 50% off, is a 50% off audio recorded reading. Tomorrow, it'll be a 50% off video recorded session. And then the prizes become free sessions and stuff that you could win. So, do the self-work. All right. If you want to get these discounts. Right now, I got Dominique Johnson, late night for today's session. And tonight's self-work is just going to be about affirmations. You'll see it in the group. So let me see who gets this prize today. I don't even know if y'all are here live. Facebook doesn't always show me. I see, hey, Talicia. I hope I said your name right. Hey, Damon, you here? Well, you popped in and popped out. What's up? All right. So the winner of today's raffle drawing, I didn't put it in my bowl because it's only 2 names. Yesterday, Late Night was the winner. Oh, I thought she was going to win again. Dominique Johnson, you won the prize for today. All prizes are valid as soon as this workshop series is over. So like June 1st, you can start using your prizes or you'll start receiving them. So Dom got this one. Lay got the other one. So we'll see who wins prize number 3 tomorrow. 50% off a video recorded reading. All right. So let's get into today's focus. Today we're focusing on S.T.E.A.M affirming. And what that means is, well, for those who don't, let me do a self-intro. I'll just jump right in. I'm Amina Hextall Suma. I'm the creator of a technique called S.T.E.A.M, Soul Transforming Energy and Movement. And in this technique, we incorporate dance movement with intuitive guidance and guided visualization. So that means every movement has purpose and meaning that goes towards your healing and activation of your chakra energy centers, which in turn will put you into alignment with what you want to manifest. So my overall goal is to help people to heal from past traumas so that they could get into alignment with their life purpose, what they're supposed to be doing now. So with that said, the way I do S.T.E.A.M, why I say that S.T.E.A.M affirming is different from a regular affirmation is because people will tell you saying affirmations will change your life, and they can and they can't. If you're saying an affirmation and you're going, say for example, you want to be rich. I'm healthy, wealthy. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. Say you're repeating that every day, like 21 times. You're saying I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams, and then at the end of those 21 days, you still ain't rich. The reason is it's not that affirming doesn't work. It's that affirming doesn't work if you don't believe what the hell you're saying. So the way I teach affirming is totally different from how you might learn it from other people who will give you affirmations to say and then tell you, write this down 21 times or repeat it every day this many times. And at the end of those 21 days, it'll manifest. That's not true. The way that that works is mindset shifting. So if they get you to believe that if you say this over and over and over again for this many days, it'll manifest, then maybe you'll shift into alignment. But you're not necessarily going to manifest what you're affirming if you don't believe it. So the S.T.E.A.M way of affirming, I call it S.T.E.A.M affirming, is you have to believe it. And let me break down S.T.E.A.M affirming. I broke it down into 3 steps, okay? S.T.E.A.M affirming. Number 1, you have to select the affirmation you can believe. Don't select the affirmation that you know you don't believe. If you select something like, because affirming means you're stating it in the present. You're not saying like, I hope one day to be rich. You have to say, I am rich. So if you're going to do S.T.E.A.M affirming, you have to first select one you can believe. If you can't believe right now that you got $1 million or you're rich or you got the love of your life or the career of your dreams, then don't select that as your affirmation because it's not going to manifest. But if you can believe, I have enough talent to have the career of my dreams. If you believe you're talented enough to have what you want, if you believe you're lovable enough to have the love you want, if you believe that you are a magnet for money to have the money you want, that's what you need to affirm. I am a magnet for money. I am talented and gifted. I am worthy of a love of my life. But if you're saying I have the love of my life and every time you look around, you're like, no, I don't, then pretty much you are knocking yourself right back out of alignment with that. If you're saying every day, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, but when you open your eyes or when you look in your pocket, you're like, no, I ain't. Or you're looking around like, so when is this money and wealth going to show up? You're putting yourself right back into a lack energy. And that's why I don't suggest people do affirmations they don't believe. Because when you do that, and you notice it's not working, it puts you right back in the opposite energy. Now you're not attracting it again. So first, select the affirmation you can believe. Second, embody the feeling. If you don't feel it when you say it, it's not happening. It's not gonna happen for you. If I say I'm a magnet for money, but really I feel like a broke ass bitch, then that's what I'm gonna be. If I'm saying I am I am all, so lovable that I can get the love of my life, but really I feel like I ain't worthy, then I'm not gonna be worthy. The objective is to embody the feeling, not the words, the feeling behind what you're saying. So sometimes you got to dress the part. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror. I like to do mirror affirming, where you're looking back at yourself and you're stating it. Okay. But for some people, getting a partner, a friend that's on the same mental wavelength to say the affirmation to you and you say it back and forth. But for me, you have to feel it. That is S.T.E.A.M affirming. If you don't feel that affirmation that you're saying to the point where you're excited and hyped about it, then it's not going to manifest. You're just saying words pretty much. And then the last step is finding a way to make that affirmation integrated into your energy. And the way I do that is I use either dance or I use song. In today, I was gonna get up and move around, but y'all ain't gonna lie, I'm lazy, so I don't feel like dancing today. Um, maybe tomorrow we'll dance. Today we're going to do some chanting, which is like singing, chanting, but you're going to be affirming at the same time. All right. You can do these affirmation chants while moving. Technically, I did have a dance here to do with it. It literally says it in the book, like do such and such steps. Maybe I'll show them tomorrow, but today we're going to learn the words. The first one is a mantra I use that's called I'm magical. All right. So I'm magical is the mantra that I usually dance to, the dance Lambam, which is from Mali, West Africa. And could do it while seated. I have a technique called S.T.E.A.M while seated for those who are unable to move from the waist down. So I can show you the arm movements. But the words are I'm magic in the flesh. What I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive. Now, I either would say basically or magically, but today we're going to say magically. Okay? So again, it's I'm magic in the flesh. What I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive magically. I'm magic in the flesh. What I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive magically. I'm magic in the flesh. What I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive magically. All right, let's sing it one more time, and then I have one more chant. But that's something that when you get it stuck in your head, you'll find yourself just singing it and singing it and singing it and singing it until after a while you really are feeling it. And once you're feeling it, then you're in alignment with it. Then you do become magic. Then you are going to see magical things happen in your life, and know that it's coming from the fact that you are getting into alignment with the energy of magic. That's why I chose that as a first affirmation, because if you're in alignment with the energy of magic, that's being in alignment with the energy of miracles. That's being in alignment with the energy of possibilities. And so that means anything you want is possible. So it's easy to say that I'm magic. That way, whatever I want to manifest magically can manifest. And it doesn't take the stress of trying to focus in on what it is exactly you want to bring in. All right. One more again. So the lyrics one more time. Slow. I'm magic in the flesh. What I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive magically. All right. Gonna sing that 2 times up to tempo. If you can't sing, make sure you're in a room by yourself. Ready? I'm magic in the flesh. See, you don't have to be able to sing for this. And what I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive magically. One more time. I'm magic in the flesh. And what I want, I manifest. I'm magic. It's in me. What I believe, I receive. Basically. All right. So that is one that you could chant whenever you're feeling like thrown off, out of alignment with what you want to manifest, feeling like things are not happening the way you want in your life. Remind yourself that you're magic. Remind yourself of your power. Remind yourself that you are energy. And if your energy is off, then yeah, what you want is going to be off. But if your energy is in alignment with it, then it's going to come in. So all you have to do is shift into alignment. The other mantra I'd like to sing is about making money. It literally is about money. And that one, I stole the tune to an R&B song from the 90s called Let's Chill. But instead of let's chill, I say let's heal. So the way, and this you do sing. Let's heal. Get money now. That's what I'm calling in. All right. So this is how I do affirmations. Let's heal. Make money now. That's what I'm calling in. Faith in divine timing. That means I'm calling in that money, but I'm trusting that God is going to give it to me at the time I'm supposed to get it. So it's let's heal. Get money now. That's what I'm calling in. Faith in divine timing. Let's heal. Get money now. That's what I'm calling in. Faith in divine timing. All right. And then I go all the way into the bridge, but we ain't going to go that far today. And I actually have that chant recorded on my YouTube channel for those that want to hear the entire song that I wrote out in my meditations and affirmations playlist. But anyway, you could close your eyes. You can listen to me as I sing it. And or you can sing along with me. I'm going to sing that chant 2 times. And I want you to really see yourself healing your relationship with money. That's why I say let's heal. Because many of us have bad relationships with money. Or with anything, honestly. A lot of us have bad relationships when it comes to matters of the heart. I know my issue, I've healed a lot of my issues around matters of the heart. I have still a lot of healing to do when it comes to my relationship, not just with money, but with certain communities. I think that's where I'm still healing from certain communities where you feel like you are either like shunned or outcasted. And it took me some time to, because this stems from youth, but it took me some time once I became an adult to put my finger on why I would feel a certain way about certain things and people, and why I need to be recognized by certain people, and why I needed, and then after a while I realized it's because that's the community that I feel shuns me, doesn't accept me. And now I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't give two issues. Accept me, love me, hate me. It is what it is. I'm a child of God. I serve the Most High. So I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to please those that God put me in service to. For. All right. So these affirmations, these chants helped me in moments where I felt like I was starting to slide into an energy of feeling either lowered in my worthiness, or just not recognizing my worthiness because I'm basing it on being validated by other people. And that's what I teach in STEAM too, is to validate your own feelings, your own self, and stop looking for other people to validate it for you. So, side lecture, somebody need to hear that today. Let's heal. Okay, I'm trying to think of what beat I want to play for it. No, there we go. Let's heal. Get money now. That's what I'm calling it. Faith and divine timing. Let's heal. Get money now. That's what I'm calling it. Faith and divine timing. Let's heal. My bridge goes forever and ever. Lack mine said never. Money is my friend always. So you can take songs and raps that change the words around so that they are positive affirmations for you. And that way it stays stuck in your head to the point where you're singing it. And when you're singing something, rather than chanting it, when you're rapping something, rather than just repeating it, it kind of gets embodied into you because you're naturally going to get into alignment with it. You're going to get into the groove of what you're saying. I'm magic in the flesh, and unknowingly start to feel it, because that's what you do when you sing other people's songs. You feel what they're singing. So that's why the STEAM way of affirming involves integrating it into your being and not just repeating. To me, that makes it more effective. That actually shifts you into alignment. It shifts your mindset, but it also shifts you energetically, so that now you're walking in this energy of magic, rather than just saying it over and over again and then looking around and saying, I don't see nothing magical happening in my life. All right. When you're singing it, you're energetically going to shift into alignment with it. And when you do that, you'll start to see the magic happen. You'll see it. Okay. But if you're looking for it, you won't see it. And that's the key to affirming power, is not to look for the results. If you're affirming something, that means you're already stating that you have it. So there's no reason for you to be looking for it. If you're looking for it, you're affirming you don't have it. Okay. So if I'm saying I'm wealthy, but then I'm saying, but I don't see my wealth, then you just you just made your affirmation null and void. But if I'm saying I'm wealthy, and maybe it's not in the form like you want to see probably dollars, but if I can look at how I'm wealthy in other ways, I got all these drums and instruments and stuff, some, that I can use for healing, just for entertainment, for fun, for playing with my kids. This is my wealth. I have a wonderful family. That is my wealth. When you can see the wealth around you, you'll get into alignment with the wealth that you want, the wealth that matches your actual desire. But you have to recognize that you already have what you're asking for in some aspect. Otherwise, you're going to get into a state of lack, and you'll be worse than when you first started affirming. Because when you first started, you might have had some hope. Like, maybe if I affirm, the love of my life is coming. The love of my life is coming. The love of my life is coming. The love of my life. I write it 21 times every day. But by the end of that 21 days, if you start looking around, you're like, I ain't seen nobody that's the love of my life. And those 21 days, you're looking. Every person that talks to you, you're like, could you be? Technically, you already threw yourself out of alignment because you're already saying to the divine, I don't have no love of my life. I'm looking for them. And I ain't finding them and I don't see them. So that puts you way off of your goal now. Now you're even further back from it. Steam affirming puts you right into the energy and draws it towards you. You won't even have to do any work. You do the chants, you do the dances, you do the singing, and you'll wake up the next day with messages, emails, people wanting to reach out to you, stuff that you probably be like, oh my God. All right, trust me. And this is why I'm going to be starting my 5-month energy shift program again on June 1st. It's a virtual program, but what it does is it helps people shift their energy into alignment with what they want in 5 months. It has been done. I have clients who can tell you they started that program wanting homes, houses. I got 2 people in my program one time. Both of them got new homes in the midst of the program. Didn't have to work harder. Didn't have to get raises at work. Didn't have to get promotions. No, the homes came to them in different ways. One person inherited it. So that's to say that once you're in alignment with something, once you're energetically matching something, the divine, your ancestors, or whatever spiritual guide team you have is going to do what they have to do to bring that in for you, to match your energy. Okay. So remember that when I say match your energy, because that means if you're coming with a nasty, funky energy and you're wondering why you're having nasty, funky experiences, there you have it. Okay. But if you're light and you try to stay in a positive mindset and you feel like I still experience a lot of bad energy, it's because you are light, and you know the light is gonna it's gonna attract the dark. Even though the dark doesn't really, once the dark is in the light, it kind of becomes a shadow and not so much dark. But that's why you might feel like, oh my God, I keep attracting people that are in the dark and not in the light. But also notice that you will also attract those that match your light as well. The people in the dark that are attracted to your light are remnants of your shadow and are coming in so that you can take another look at aspects of yourself you still carry that you might want to work on. So that was just some stuff people might have needed to know. Now I'm gonna if you're interested, by the way, in joining the energy shift, I'm going to have the details about that program up by tomorrow. But I need a minimum of 5 people to register for that program to go off. So spread the word, tell your friends. If you were in the program before and you want to manifest something now, you want to get back into alignment, to me, it's something you need to do annually. Do your 5-month energy shift and you'll be good for the rest of the year. Tell your friends. Call some of your old buddies, get them back in, or everybody come on in, new, old, doesn't matter. All right. I'll have that information up, but it starts June 1st. And the early bird price is $80 a month. All right. So you might want to jump on that. And the early bird ends, I believe, on a Friday. So I want to get that information up for you guys that may be interested. Now I'm going to go to the collective read, okay? And what I want to do for you guys today is give you some encouragement from your guides. Today is about affirming, so I'm using affirmation cards, and these cards are going to give you some encouragement. I'm going to use a tarot deck, and they keep drawing my attention to the self-care deck. So that's not so much affirmation. It's more like telling you where you need to focus on taking better care of yourself. I'm also going to grab, okay, that slipped out my hand, so that's a no. I'm going to do Wild Offering Oracle for your affirmations, okay? And these are going to be long ones. These affirmations, they're not all short and cutesy. These are long affirmations. These are ones that, like, you wake up in the morning and you would recite. Okay, you would say this affirmation or right before you go to bed or at the beginning of your week. All right. I'm also, since the deck was drawing my attention, I'm going to pull you some cards from the self-care deck to see exactly where you may need to focus on taking better care of yourself. And after this, I will be doing my VIPs. My VIPs, these are folks who paid $40 for the week to get personal card pulls at the end of each session. You're going to get an affirmation that will change your life and shift your energy. So I'm going to find you the affirmation that is perfect for you this week if you want to shift your energy. And it's going to also express exactly where you need to be focused. Okay? So for the collective, oh shoot. Okay, so we got cards popping up. Wow, and they gave y'all an ultra long one. And I ain't pulling more than one. This is for the collective, so here you go. You guys' affirmation, where's my glasses? All right, you guys' affirmation says trust. So your focus this week is on, well, not this week, but your focus when you're saying this affirmation is about trust. I'll say it slowly. You're probably going to have to play this back in order to write it down. But it says, and it also sounds like a little bit of a prayer. So use it as either or. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And that's interesting that you would get this card for the collective. And I'm talking about affirming and trusting that your affirmation, feeling it through your body, knowing that it's going to manifest. And this is just literally saying, if you are in an energy of love, if what you are affirming, what you desire comes from a space of love, then it'll be yours. But this prayer or this affirmation is asking you, is asking, it's asking yourself to wait patiently, to wait for divine timing, to trust that, you know, everything that you want to manifest is going to come in at the right time that it's supposed to. And that's what this affirmation is meant to get you into the energy of, is trusting that what you desire is coming in at the right time. Okay? So let me see why they were drawing me to the self-care deck for you guys. I'm sorry, I keep looking back because I have a child now that's out here. So I don't want her to get brave and try to get on camera. Okay. So let me see. Why did the collective get this deck here? All right, you guys. I do more personalized card pulls for the VIPs. So I'll probably pull them each a personal card from this deck. But for the collective, what's an overall consensus of what the collective needs to take care of right now when it comes to themselves? To the point that this deck came out. I see the word ease. So there may be parts of your life, your daily livelihoods that you're making more difficult than it needs to be. It says, today I allow life to be easy. Today I allow life to be easy. So all you guys need to do is affirm and trust. S.T.E.A.M affirm. Choose an affirmation that you can believe. Embody the feeling as if you have as if this has already manifested in the physical realm, and then turn it into a song, turn it into a daydream, like a visualization, and add movement to it so that you completely embody the feeling and energy of what it is you want to manifest, and watch it come in. All right. Things can manifest for you very easy if you are a part of this family of light. We make it difficult when we start to become impatient, when we start to look around for results rather than know and trust that the results are already ours. Okay? So That's what I have for the collective today. I'm going to pull my cards for my VIP. So I thank you guys for being here with me today. All of you. Tomorrow, day 4, the focus is going to be preparing for your blessings. So we'll be doing some work to get yourself prepared for miracles and blessings to come in. You have to be ready for them. That's another reason why they don't show up right away. Sometimes you can get yourself into alignment with something you want, but energetically you might be in alignment. Maybe you're feeling it and everything, but maybe mentally you're not ready. Maybe emotionally you're not ready. So maybe even on your outside appearance you're not ready. So therefore tomorrow we're going to be talking about that. How do you prepare for your blessings? How do you actually claim it? Not just type the words claim it. When people say, hey, write claim it, if you, that does not work, guys. You should know, y'all know that by now. 665 or 777 or 888 money magic, right, claim it in the comments if you claim it. Y'all know that doesn't work unless you're writing claim it, and after you pull yourself away from social media you're still saying to yourself, yeah, that's mine, and you're claiming it. You're feeling you've already received it. But if you just typed claim it and you sat back and you waited, that's why it didn't manifest. Okay. Anyway, guys, do the self work tonight. All you have to do is you'll be writing your favorite affirmation, and I think it's writing it. Yeah, writing your favorite affirmation that you feel like you can believe, and then that enters you into the raffle. But remember, you got to register first. If you're not registered and you do the self work, you're doing it literally for self, because I'm not going to put you in a raffle. All right. Registering for me shows a commitment. It means you love on yourself enough that you'll take 2 to 3 minutes to stop and put yourself into register yourself for something because you want the full healing process of it. But when you won't even take the time to register yourself for something, then to me, you're not really seeking the healing. You just, you know, it just sounds good. So if you really want it, you'll register, and then you can qualify for the raffles. VIPs are automatically qualified because they registered as VIPs. Okay. And on that note, I'm going to get to my VIPs now. I'm sending y'all so much love and light. Those of you that just joined me, I hope to see y'all again tomorrow on day 4. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. Welcome, VIPs. Let's get to your session. I'm going to start today with Caitlin because I don't think I've done you first ever so far. So Caitlin, you're first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a self-care card for you, a divine abundance card for you, and then a tarot card. The tarot card is going to give you guys an idea of what this affirmation could be clearing out or manifesting, or what needs to shift or whatever. Okay. I'm using a mini version of the Light Seers tarot deck. Late night. This was supposed to be in your deck. I forgot what happened. Did you win this deck, or did I gift it to you and you never got it? I don't know what happened. Oh, that's right. You were supposed to get this deck at the end of your intuitive guidance certification, and you didn't take the final. Because I was like, how did I end up with this little mini deck? And I got this in a large deck version. Well, it's never too late. It's still here, brand new and crisp. Honestly, I don't usually use this one. But anyway, back to you, Caitlin. Let's see. And I hope you're doing good, girl, because I just vented to you before I started this session. I know you was like, what the hell? I wonder how she going to be live after all of that. And here I am. All right, girl, your self-care card. You have self, just literally self. And yes, that should be your card because, girl, you got everybody and their mother's stuff on your plate and no room for your own. It says, if beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. So that's where your self-care is needed, honey. Maybe you beat yourself up a lot. You're like, oh, I didn't get this done. I'm not doing this. This didn't go right. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And they're like, love on yourself instead. That's the self-care you require right now, is some self-love. All right. I'm going to get your affirmation from, wait a minute. Okay, so this doesn't give affirmation. I pulled out a wrong deck. Let me give you something else. I had a feeling when I grabbed it. I was like, I don't remember this being affirmations. Here we go. Gateway Oracle. I believe this is an affirmation deck. Yes, it is. All right, so let me give you your affirmation. Also, everybody, I am taking personal reading bookings this week during the daytime and in the evening. However, if you are booking a session with me, do not, as if you saw this video from the beginning, do not say you want, hey, I would like a reading. Do you have time today? And then I don't hear from you again. If you want a session, your best bet is to send in your payment, and then we will work out the scheduling of when and everything afterwards. If you just want an audio voice recorded reading or a video recorded reading, that is no schedule. All you have to do is send in your payment and message me. You sent in payment for such and such reading. If you ain't have a specific topic you wanted to know about and you just want a general reading, then I will message you back. I will get to it and I'll tell you when. If you want a Zoom one-on-one reading, that's a little more, we have to schedule that. And that one you need to inbox me for, because I don't have it connected to my Calendly app anymore. So you do have to inbox me. All right. If you're not sure my prices, they are pinned to the top of this private Facebook page. All right. So just look in the pinned files or whatever that are up there, or just inbox me. All right, Caitlin, back to you. So your affirmation is coming into power. And your affirmation is, I step into my power boldly and confidently. There's a need for you to stand in your full power this week as well. So love on yourself and step into your power. I don't know if there's more information for you. I don't see you here. So you want more details, then you message me. All right. And your tarot card. Girl, you need to rest. You got the Four of Swords, honey. Look at this. Look what she's doing. She's all wounded, tired, beat up, heart beat up, body beat up. She's resting. You're getting this advice this week because there's a need for you to rest. There's a need for you to heal from things you've gone through. You just need to rest. That's all I'm hearing is rest, rest, rest. Love on yourself and rest. The more rest you get, the more you'll be able to step into and stand in your power. All right, that's what I got for you, Caitlin. Hope it resonated. Sending you love and light. I'm moving on to Dominique Johnson. Okay, Lay Night, you're next, and then Stacy. All right. Okay, I said Dom. All right, so Dominique, first I'm pulling your self-care card. Where could she use care for self? You have number one, intention. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? What's going on with y'all VIPs? with this needing to love on you more. It's meaning that you're letting people undervalue you guys and lower your worthiness. If you are all getting told to worry about self, you need to love on yourself. Your number one intention and priority needs to be you at this time. If you're putting anybody else as number one above you, you shouldn't be. And if you are dealing with anyone who's not treating you like number one, you shouldn't be. All right? Let me get you your affirmation. Shine wanted to come out for you as well, by the way. A card here that says shine. It's half off the deck, but number one jumped in my face, but I'll give it to you because it's like in my face. And it says, don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. So you got talents and gifts you're overlooking, you're not using. Dominique, that your guides are coming through to say you need to be using those talents and gifts. And you know what they are already. All right. Let me get you your affirmation. I'm going to split the deck and get it. Emerging into grace. So your affirmation says, I open my soul to grace. I open my soul to grace. You guys don't let yourselves rest. You guys don't let yourselves take time to heal, to relax your minds, to get your minds right, your body right. Give yourself permission to go through your fields and stuff. Open your soul to grace is a great affirmation for you. And let's see what the tarot wants to say. Well, that stuck out real quick. You have the King of Pentacles reversed. So you're getting these affirmations or these messages today, either because you're dealing with a masculine, this person's older than you, King of Pentacles. They're reversed, meaning they're not really loyal. They're not really loyal to you. They may come off that way, but they're not. The King of Pentacles reverse is not loyal, really. He's more focused on his coin. He's more about his money. If this doesn't sound like somebody you're dealing with, it could be you. Maybe that's your energy. But I'm picking up it's a masculine, older than you, focused on their coin, their money. They may be very, very like good with money, but loyalty towards people or to a commitment, not so much. Or they might feel like they don't have enough money. Whatever the case may be, it's this King of Pentacles in your life that is causing you to have issues when it comes to knowing your worth and knowing your value. So your guides are coming through to say you are worthy of greatness. You can have any love you want, but as long as you got a love that you're clinging to, if you think like that's the best you could get, your ancestors are saying it's not. This is a test of you knowing your worth and your value. And yeah, standing in your light and not settling and not just accepting anything that you feel is beneath you. All right. Yeah, Dominique, you're an Aries girl, so don't dim your light and don't accept no BS. We don't. Okay. All right. Moving on to, I said late night was next. All right. I hope that resonated for you, Dominique, and helps you in some way, shape, or form this week. Late night. Moving on to you. Let's see what self-care is important for you. Also, if any of you are just jumping in or have been around, don't forget, Monessa Retreat, get your $300 deposit in. Teach, I just saw something flash by that said self-worth. Okay, so you may have that issue too. That seems to be the entire VIPs right now. But if it doesn't come out again, just keep in mind in the back of your head that maybe Spirit wants you to know your worthiness, all right, as well. Okay. Calm. And it says a breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. So if you feel like you've recently had a breakdown, or you feel like somebody around you has had a breakdown, um, your guides are saying, don't let it stress you out. Don't let it give you anxiety. Just know that that means you're close to a breakthrough, or your next the next thing that's going to happen is going to be a breakthrough, something that helps you to push through whatever obstacle caused the breakdown. And I feel like it's more so you. So if you've been stressing about anything, worrying about anything, I'm even hearing try to make time to go by water or into the mountains to find peace. But stay calm, okay? And know that anything that's causing you to feel like something is breaking down. It could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be family. If something is breaking down right now in your life and it's worrying you and it feels like it's stirring up chaos, they're saying stay calm because that breakdown is necessary for a breakthrough to occur. Okay? So your self-care at this time is just to keep yourself calm. No panicking. No high anxiety. Okay, anybody or anything that gets you into that energy of high anxiety, you need to avoid. Anyone that gets you into the energy of love, they're showing me love right on the top. Those are the people you need to be around. Okay, and your affirmation, trusting your intuition, sounds on point for you. Your affirmation is my life is truly guided. It's a reminder to trust. It's a reminder that you will have the key to the doors you want to go through when it is divine time. And all it takes is for you to trust. My life is truly guided is your affirmation. My life is truly guided. Listen to your intuition. That means you are getting intuitive hits, okay, that are helping to guide you on your path forward at this time. And your tarot card to let me know why this is your focus at this time. You have the High Priestess again. So they're just telling you to trust at this time. You are meant to tap into your intuition. It's funny I mentioned you're the one who didn't do this is your deck and you didn't complete your final, and then you're getting all of this intuition stuff. So maybe you need to do that, complete that, and get your certification. Maybe you're supposed to be doing readings or incorporating intuitive guidance into your esteem work that you do, or your writing, write it out work. But yeah, there's a need for you to go within and listen to your intuition at this time. Your intuition is steering you in the right way. If you feel something is breaking down or off, you're right. If you feel like somebody if you feel something about somebody, you're right. If you're feeling something about yourself, you're right. To an extent. So they're just saying really, really, really check in and listen to your intuition at this time, because that's going to be your guide. They just literally confirmed you're trusting you're being guided. And then they said, why? Because you are intuitive. Okay. You've tapped in. You've activated your inner knowing. So listen to it. All righty. That's what I got for you, Tisha. I hope it resonated. Last but not least, I am moving on to Stacy, and let's see what your self-care message is for today. I hope that this has been recording well. I know I keep seeing bad connection, slow connection, so that usually means I'm breaking up. Right now, I can't see anybody. So if anyone is here right now, I'm so sorry. I don't see you if you're saying hi. I think the last person I see that joined, they're showing me, is Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. Everybody else, I don't see you. I'm sorry. But when I try to do it on my laptop, the camera is not good. I look fuzzy. And I was like, I'd rather have clear reception. All right. So Stacy, let's go. Stacy, you have listen as your self-care. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. So in your situation, the self-care that's needed for you is either someone to listen to you. Maybe you need to book an appointment with somebody you can talk to, a therapist, maybe a reader, an intuitive guide. You just need someone who will listen to you because that will help your healing process. But also, if you are having any issues with people in your life that cause any anxiety for you, they're saying that to help the situation, all you have to do is listen. Don't say anything back. Listen, understand, validate their feelings. People begin to heal when they feel heard. So if there's someone in your life that needs to be go through a healing process or has an issue with you that needs healing, listening to them, what they have to say to you, what they're feeling will help start the healing process. But also, if you yourself need some sort of healing, maybe there's some closure you need to something or some kind of extra understanding, your healing, your self-care right now will come from being heard, talking to somebody or listening to someone. Okay. And it's a choice. They just showed me the card that says choice. So if this is somebody else, you have to make the choice to hear them out. This is where you have to step into your light worker energy. And regardless of how somebody comes off, just let them feel like they were heard. And that will bring peace to a situation that might not be able to end peacefully. All right. And the same goes for yourself. When you feel you're at a breaking point where you're like, oh my God, I have to get this out some way, somehow, and you don't have any other physical outlet. You can't get to YouTube to do a S.T.E.A.M routine video. You can't get to a dance class. You need to find someone you can talk to. Your main self-care at this time is being there for someone else or having someone be there for you. So really reach out and find someone you can that can listen to you and hear you. And really that is the self-care you need right now. Maybe you're holding a lot of stuff inside, or maybe someone around you is. All right, let me get you your affirmation. Your affirmation says breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And this is because maybe at one point you felt like you could not find joy. Maybe at one point you felt like it was limited. Your resources for happiness, for feeling free and everything were limited. Affirm that you are expanding beyond any limitations because you're stepping into your joy and your freedom. All right. There's no limitations for you. And that's the mindset you're meant to have. Be in an energy of courage and going after the things that make you most fearful. At this time, that's what you're being called to do. The things that scare you most are what you're supposed to be doing right now because you're meant to break barriers, things that made you feel limited, things that you limited yourself with without realizing you was doing that. And your tarot card. Okay, that didn't want to come out. Was sticking up. Okay, this one. Queen of Cups. You're getting told these things because you need emotional grounding. The Queen of Cups is very emotionally based. She's loving, she's compassionate, she's kind, she's giving. But if she's not treated right, and that's by herself, she has to be treated well by herself as well, her emotions can get very frazzled and all over the place. And at this time, there's a need for you to listen or be listened to, and to break down barriers that limited you and put you in fear. That will give you more emotional peace. Okay. And it'll also open up space for love. If you're looking for love to come in, these are the things that will help. All right. Removing any mindset limitations and finding an ear as well as being one. Okay. And that's what I got for you. Okay. I hope that resonated. And sending you all light and love. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Keep in mind, there are 2 bonus days, so we will actually be doing 7 days instead of 5 days. And I hope y'all will be here for all of them. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. See y'all tomorrow.